We know that the UK currently has lost the plot. It has lost the plot for quite some time. Ever since Keir Starmer came into power, it has gotten progressively worse. People are being arrested for Facebook posts and given 2 years in prison, which is nuts. Tommy Robinson just got out of solitary confinement that he spent 7 months in, by the way, which is nonsense, for a civil offence. The justice system in the UK is corrupt. It's nuts. And this video, ladies and gentlemen, is even more example of a wastage of police resources and time. You're going after people that are just exercising their freedom of speech right, their God-given freedom of speech right, to tell the truth. This man, Montgomery Toms, love the Montgomery Toms. Sorry, mate, I'm actually on your side, believe it or not. Montgomery Toms was arrested by, get this, ladies and gentlemen, 11 officers. It took 11 police officers to arrest Montgomery Toms. And what was Montgomery Toms's crime, you may be wondering? It was holding a sign that had to do with anti-trans agendas. Like, you have to watch the video, ladies and gentlemen. It is truly remarkable to see this all unfold. 11 police officers to arrest Montgomery Toms. Have a watch.
Anything that's sharp
right.
hurt me on my
no,
colleagues.
Currently I'm being arrested for expressing freedom of speech. I currently am wearing a sign which says that the trans flag, which is included in the Pride demonstration at great lengths, equals mental illness, which is greatly the case. That is why young people have been mutilated. That is why young people have been, and that's why the Tavistock Clinic was closed down for mutilating young people. I'm now going to be searched. Apparently I'm provoking. Apparently what I'm doing is harmful. I've done nothing wrong. I've exercised my right to demonstrate. I've exercised my right to protest. I've exercised my inalienable rights, God-given. The UK used to be free. Did you remember those times? But in lockdown, we didn't see that, did we? We saw the police behave horrifically. We see what the police are doing now? Cuffing me for what? Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, inciting nothing. I had calm, rational debates with people. I was not disrespectful. I love people. I'm a Christian. Of course, police don't like Christians these days.
Can I have your attention for a second?
They prefer Muslims.
As I said to you...
No, actually, I identify as a woman. Can I have a woman search me?
In section 32, search can be done by the arrest.
13:31.
Stu, are you right to report?
Before we go, can you inform me of what's happening?
So you've been arrested for a public order offence, which has been explained to you.
I'm just going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 officers to arrest this man for wearing this sign. You need 9 officers to do that, apparently. This is what our taxes are going on, so hope you enjoy spending. Good Lord. 9 officers. Oh, 10 and 11 officers now. Wow. Anyone would think that you thought he was a physical threat. Bloody hell, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
In the wise words of Raw Milk Conspiracy, no comment. Soon I'll think things and then hit you.
Have any of you read Animal Farm by any chance? No? It's really backwards. This is all just very backwards. Do you not see the irony of it? I know you can't say, but all right, when you get home tonight, just think about the bloody irony of it. It's ridiculous. 11 officers. Is there not anything better that these men could be doing with their time right now? Stopping other crimes, maybe, or non-crime hate incidents, since, you know, everyone loves those now.
Montgomery Toms, you have no right at all to exercise freedom of speech in the UK. The King has done away with freedom of speech along with Sir Keir Starmer. Montgomery Toms, you are hereby guilty on all counts for standing with a sign that says, guess what? There is no such thing as a trans child. How dare you, sir, stand in a public setting? You are going to be arrested and handcuffed, even though you're not a threat. you're still going to be handcuffed and treated like scum for doing what you did. How dare you, Montgomery Toms? We need 11 police officers to stand and intimidate you while you did nothing wrong at all in the eyes of real law and real justice, but in the eyes of the corrupt legal system in the UK, Montgomery Toms, ladies and gentlemen, is hereby guilty, guilty, guilty. How about that? Poor Montgomery Toms. And Montgomery is a Christian. Again, I will point out very, very clearly, you cannot be a Christian in the UK anymore. No, it's not possible to be a Christian in the UK or in Scotland or in Ireland. Nothing. If you are a Christian in these parts of the world, in this part of Europe, God help you. Because you will be arrested if you come out on the street with a sign that reads, well, there is no such thing as a trans child, and there's a bunch of butchery and mutilation going on. That's why the Tavistock Clinic was closed down. Oh, but you can't be hateful. You're such a bigot, Montgomery Toms. You're holding a sign. It's not harming anyone at all. I wonder if he was actually, what's funny to me is if this was on somebody's actual T-shirt and he was walking around with the actual T-shirt, that's what people should do nowadays. Instead of like holding a sign over them, just put on a T-shirt. May actually make sense. Just put on a T-shirt and stand there. What can they do? Tell you to take off your clothes? Wouldn't that be public indecency? How dare you, officer, asking me to take off my clothes? Bug it off. Why don't you? I ain't going to do that. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Police officers are not allowed to do that in public. Maybe they should just do that. Like, I think that may actually help solve the problem. I don't know. But the persecution of Christians, that's becoming more and more prevalent over in the UK because, well, ladies and gentlemen, Christians actually stand for things that are good and right. And poor Montgomery Toms, albeit there was a positive to this, it looks like there's a lady that I follow over on X. She's also like, she creates videos about this anti-trans nonsense and uses comedy to expose how stupid it really is. She ended up following, she goes, is he single? And he followed her back. So I forgot what her name is. Mary Kate, I think it is. Megan, check her out on X. But it was, had a silver lining, man. Seems like Montgomery Toms and Mary Kate, I think her name is. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. And if you're not Mary Kate, I do apologize. But seems like you got to win in a way. You getting arrested and getting publicized for something that's completely outrageous may have gotten you a girl. Anyway, that's enough from me. You guys take care. Be blessed. I'll see you all in the next video.